What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Denver Nuggets in another game 7 for this playoffs. Now, I did pick the Los Angeles Clippers to win in 6 or 7, depending on how good Paul George played. But he has played pretty good in the Denver series. But the role players haven't been able to defend at a high level for the Clippers. And the Clippers continue to get relaxed. They continue to go in funks, which allow a team like the Denver Nuggets to be able to go on runs. And when the Clippers can't score, and they're not getting good shots, they like to force up tough contested threes, and they get in desperate mode instead of calming down and just running their offense and just making the right decisions and making the right shots in general. Now, I think that's unfortunate just because it is getting to the point where this is getting annoying. If you're a Clippers fan watching game after game that y'all up by 16, 10 plus points, and then y'all lose the lead and lose by a double digits, that should never happen if you're a championship team because you're going to be locked in for 48 minutes. Now, the Clippers throughout this series have shown that they're the better team. They have shown that they have the better players, but when it comes to playing the whole game, they get out hustled, they get out worked. And Denver, like I said, what the Clippers don't do, they get quality shots within the offense. Now, some of their shots are tough, some of their shots are rushed too, but once they go on a run, they're getting open to decent looks, and it's just up to them to knock them down. And that has been another reason that the Clippers struggled in this series is because Denver goes on funks too, but they're getting hot at the right time, which is the third and the fourth quarter, which wins you the game. And they're getting in rhythm because once they see a couple shots go down, they're utilizing that memory. They're utilizing those strokes, and they're in rhythm, and they're going, and then their confidence is through the roof because they're making a run. And then everything in the momentum basically is pushing in Denver's way, and that's what's allowing them to get back in these games, and that's what's allowing them to close them. Now, Jokic has been a problem. I knew that he'd be dominant. I knew that he'd be excellent in this matchup, and he has shown that he's probably the best center, definitely the best offensive center in the NBA. Ability to put the ball on the floor, shoot free throws, shoot threes, shoot mid-range, have the post game, have the floater game, and he has been nothing but a terror to this Clippers defense. They have no answer for him. They don't know what to do with him, and every time they figure out how they want to guard him, they switch. Denver switches and forces somebody else to guard Jokic, and he just takes advantage of it, whether it's shooting a three, posting up, or hitting the mid-range shots. So it's really no answer for Jokic because he can hit you from all over the court. So you have to give and take what you want him to do, and you rather him shoot the three because in the season he didn't shoot the three that well. But that hasn't been able to work out for the Clippers either. So you just got to live with what you want to give up. And if Jokic's biggest weakness probably is his three-point shooting, you have to live with it. He's been making them pay for leaving them open or giving him space, and he's knocking it down. And the Clippers really don't have no other option but to put somebody big on them. But nobody can guard them. Hero can't guard them. Zubac can't guard them. And you don't want Paul George and Kawhi Leonard to get in foul trouble guarding them because they're so valuable to you offensively and defensively on the perimeter players that the Denver Nuggets have. So they got themselves in a terrible predicament. They really don't have that many options right now for Jokic and Murray. Murray, when he's hot and he's knocking down shots and he's pulling up from three and knocking them down at a decent rate, he gives this team another level that they can go to because that's another guy you have to pay attention to. That's another guy you have to account for alongside Jokic, which is putting them, you got to give it up to Jokic or you have to give it up to Murray, who can dive to the back, drive to the basket, knock down mid-range, knock down threes too. But if his shot is going, there's nothing you can really do with Murray because that screen allows him to get a first step, which allow him to have an advantage over any perimeter defender that he goes against. And if you do decide to trap him, you have to leave Jokic open, who's a great passer, but only that he can put the ball on the floor, knock down mid-range floaters and threes, and knock down free throws. So you have to pick your poison on that too. So I feel like Denver switched it up a little bit. They're allowing more people to take shots. they're allowing more people to get in their spots in the corners and stuff like that, and they're switching that up. So it's not the same people when it comes to personnel on the floor, but they still do need to continue to move the ball and continue to turn down the shots and try to find a better shot. And if Denver can do that, they can win this series because they're basically almost there. They're one fourth quarter away from going to the Western Conference Finals, something that majority of the people didn't think was possible because a lot of people thought that they would lose to Utah, especially being down 3-1. But only that, everybody thought that the Clippers, which I didn't agree with, but they felt that the Clippers will win this in 5. I thought the Denver Nuggets will at least win 2 guaranteed, and they did that already. But I also thought that with their ability to shoot the ball, their ability to space the floor, and their ability to have guys that can get to the paint too, makes them just as good as the Clippers on the offensive end. But I thought that defensively the Clippers was on another level compared to the Nuggets, but their defense has not been consistent. Their defense has been spotty. They look excellent sometimes, they look terrible another time, and then sometimes, like I said, Denver just gets in the flow and you really can't do anything once they start knocking down their shots as a collective unit. It's basically game over for the Clippers, who struggles to score outside of isolation. And I think that that's something that Doc Rivers is going to have to figure out. Do I just want Kawhi Leonard and Paul George going one-on-one or playing in the pick and roll? Or do I want to try to break down defenses and find shooters? Or do I just want to, rely on our talent, which it seems that they've been trying to do? But they're going against a quality team, and it's only going to get tougher if they do beat the Nuggets against the Lakers, who are a great defensive team that have decent perimeter defenders, and they also have Anthony Davis to protect the paint. What are the Clippers going to do? They're going to go small like the Rockets and give up size, or they're just going to allow LeBron James, Anthony Davis to do their thing. So they're in a tough situation. I'm going to be honest, just like I did when the Thunder and Rockets series and the Nuggets and the Utah series went 7. um, I actually picked a team that I stayed with. And now, since I picked the Clippers to win the series before they went to Game 7, I have to pick the Clippers in 7 just because I can't switch up my prediction, even though it did go longer. So I still got the Clippers winning in 7 just because I doubt that Kawhi Leonard is going to allow this team to lose this championship. They're only one game away from being in the Western Conference Finals against a Lakers team that they match up well against. And even though Doc Rivers has shown that he's a championship coach, he can find ways to get guys open. They need to come back to what made them great, and they need to come back and get locked in and focused, because this is going to be a wake-up game. Y'all are now on the brink of elimination for the first time in the playoffs, and now y'all can literally go home ringless, and everybody had the Clippers winning it all. Everybody had the Clippers as the favorites, even over the Lakers, which is crazy that you would say a Clipper team will be a Lakers team to get to the finals. I thought I would never say that in my entire life, but they might not even get a chance to do that because they might lose to the Nuggets. But I think the Clippers are a veteran team. They're a smart team. They're a savvy team. And I think that when you have guys like Lou Williams, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard, this is their moment to really show why everybody picked them to win the finals, because they're going to be in a situation where they're going to have to be relied on. They're going to have to be accountable for this team blowing this lead, because they was up 3-1 at one point, and now they have a chance to lose the complete series, just like we seen with the Celtics. I actually picked the Celtics to win in 7 against the Miami Heat, and I gotta go with the Clippers to win in 7 against the Denver Nuggets, just because I feel like Kawhi Leonard will not allow his team to lose. I feel like he will get to the free throw line. He will be aggressive. He will be in attack mode. And even though playoff Paul George wasn't great in the first round, he has got 30 points multiple times in this series. I think the missing piece is Patrick Beverley and Lou Williams. Will they be able to play up to their potential? Patrick Beverley has played great when he's out on the court. Once he fouled out and once he got in foul trouble, he has got to either eject it or he has been too aggressive. If he can play the defense that we know he's capable of, and if Lou Williams can create and attack the way we know he is that he's used and capable of doing, whether it's the three-point line or creating, he can be that third piece that can give them that extra 20, 25 points. Kawhi Leonard get his 30, Paul George get close, and then you add in the fact that Montrezl Harrell needs to step up, especially rebounding and finishing and aggressiveness on Jokic. This team should be able to advance. Now, I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm not saying that this all will be right. I'm just saying that's my personal opinion of how this series should go. Montrezl, Patrick, Kawhi, Paul George need to step up in a big way if they want to go to the Western Conference Finals and play the Lakers. Now, hopefully that this Game 7 puts a chip on their shoulder. Hopefully this makes them hungry. Hopefully this gets them out of their complacency and wakes them up and let them know that they have more work to put in, they have more to do, and nothing's going to be given to them. So they need to bring their A game, and hopefully that helps them against the Lakers if they do advance. Other than that, check out my videos. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Not only like on Facebook, check out my older videos. If you like this video, check out my older ones. And if you like this one and my older ones, subscribe. Like this video to show support. Also share. Sharing and liking allow more people to see the videos. And if they see the video, I got more people to reach. More people to reach, I can get more subscribers. And that's a small thing I ask you guys to do, since I do make these videos for free and do not get paid. And if you do like this video, I have over 1,000 videos. I do breakdowns of players, legends, rookies, summer league analysis breakdowns. I also do cover summer league, the NBA draft, free agency, trade deadline, playoff predictions, as you see. Not only that, I do top 10 lists and stuff like that. So if you need basketball every single day, but something different throughout the week, this is the channel for you. Also, I do have merchandise for sale, and my spreadshirt will be in the description in the comment section below. Also, you can buy buy merchandise through my Facebook page. I have shirts on display. Change the color of the logo. You can change the color of the shirt, any type of color you want. Message me and I can get it shipped out to you. Other than that, Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, I'm done. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day, and I'll see y'all Monday.